Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at this new crossover between Magic the Gathering and Warhammer 40,000. A couple of days ago there was an article on the Warhammer community site that introduced us to this new Warhammer crossover with Magic the Gathering, and we saw this I think last year when it was announced, and I covered it a little bit on the channel then, but it's going crazy all over social media at the moment. There's lots of news about it and lots of articles, and I was going through this one, and as I scrolled down to the bottom there's a video, and I didn't watch it on the day, but yesterday I watched it and it's really good. It goes on for like well over 20 minutes, like 23 minutes altogether, and I think it's a brilliant video and it reveals a lot of the awesome artwork that they created for the game. So I thought it'd be fun to take a look at all that artwork here in the video and also ask whether this would be a good time to start playing Magic the Gathering if you haven't already. I've never played it before, but I'm pretty keen, especially after seeing this video and all the artwork that's included. And I'd love to hear your feedback. If you've been playing the game before, what do you think about this new crossover? And is it something you're excited about? Let me know in the comments section down below. If you're keen to pre-order one of these new 100 card commander decks, then check out my sponsor, Firestorm Games. They offer up to 20% on all their hobby products, and they've got some great deals on all these new Magic the Gathering Warhammer 40,000 decks. And so not only will you make the saving that you can see here on the screen, they've also sent me a code that will save you an additional 5% on anything you purchase, as long as you place that order by the end of September. So that's a great deal. You can save a bit more money on these decks now. The link and the code are in the description down below if you'd like to use them. This new collaboration is called Universes Beyond, and they're launching with the 4 commander decks: Forces of the Imperium, Tyrannid Swarm, Necron Dynasties, and the Ruinous Powers. They've also got this CYCLAIRE drop series with more Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and Blood Bowl 2. So some more exciting things in the pipeline by the look of it. I do like this idea of having a card game based on the miniatures, and especially with it being Magic the Gathering, a really popular game. I've never played it, as I mentioned earlier, but would love to. And so yeah, it'd be cool to hear what you think about this if you've played the game before. You've got these different commander decks to choose from. They're going to have 100 cards in each one, and there's going to be a powerful hero for each faction. So you've got Inquisitor Greyfax, Abaddon the Despoiler, the Swarm Lord, and Zarek the Silent King. I thought what we could do is go through the article together, and I've taken all the pictures and images out of the video so you can see all the great artwork, because that's the thing that really came across in that. They were heavy on the artwork. They've included the artists and everything in the titles of the different images, so I think that's brilliant, promoting those. Often you don't see who's painted them with Games Workshop, so I love how the Magic the Gathering are actually promoting the artists, so that's really cool. And you can see that here, Sanguinary Priest by Games Workshop. Doesn't tell you who the artist is, whereas with this one it's by Roman Tishenin. So yeah, that's a really nice touch, so I love that. But the artwork just blew me away. It looks really cool, and I think this would be a really nice thing to have and collect and then play as well. So I'm thinking this could be a good way to start playing the game. I'm certainly not interested in going into the whole universe of Magic the Gathering. I'd like to just stick with Warhammer 40,000, I think. So I'm going to try out one of these commander decks and just see what the game's like to play. So I think it'd be quite fun to try something new. Commander decks are pre-made decks, and they're like a battle-ready army straight out the box, so you don't have to start building your army. So that's a good way to start, I think, having it all done and ready to go. Of course, if you're playing against people who are using all the cards, then they're going to be a lot more like skilled at it than you. They're going to have some of the best ones, but I think the idea here would be to play someone who also has the commander deck too, and so you have a commander deck each from different factions, and I think that's going to be a real fun way to play it without getting too serious and focusing on getting all the really top-end cards. Although this theme is different, the commander format is certainly nothing new. It's been used already, it's just applying it to the Warhammer 40,000 universe now. So I was looking at Magic the Gathering website and reading up on this commander format. So deck size 100 cards, number of players 3 to 5, takes 120 minutes up to for a game. It tells us that the format is all about picking your hero and then building a deck around them, and it's a casual multiplayer format. You choose the legendary creature to serve as your commander, or in this case you choose one of the ones we saw earlier, and then you build your deck around their colour identity and unique abilities. And players are only allowed one of each card in their deck, with the exception of basic lands, but they can use their cards from throughout Magic's history. There is a little while to wait until the game is released. It's going to be the 7th of October, but you can pre-order the cards now, and so check out that link down below to Firestorm Games if you're interested. And so we've got plenty of time to watch some YouTube videos, learn how the game works, and so I think that'll be a good way to build up to it. But I think there's going to be a lot of focus on this on some YouTube channels. There's been quite a few channels sponsored by Magic the Gathering, I believe, so that's really cool. So we're certainly going to see a lot of the Warhammer 40,000 decks beforehand, so that'll be great to see them opened up, unboxed, have a good look through them, and see them played out on the tabletop too. So I'm really looking forward to watching all those videos when they're released. And at the moment I'm thinking Forces of the Imperium based on the models and the armies I've got for Warhammer, but that could certainly change once I see the unboxings and how the different playstyles come with each of the command decks. So I definitely recommend checking out that video. It's really good, and if you like artwork then you're going to love that, because it really shows you all this and you're hearing from the team at Magic the Gathering who've created this, and so I think that's really interesting. I love watching videos like that, so I can highly recommend the video. But really, I'd just like to know your opinion on this. What do you think about it? Is it something you're excited about? Do you think it's a good crossover? And will you be picking up any of the command decks? Maybe you're going to get all of them. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. It'll be awesome to hear your thoughts and feedback and read your comments. As soon as we get more news and there's more articles on the Warhammer community site that show off the game a bit more, I'll certainly update here on the channel. But until then, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit that notification bell too to join me here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.